Tell 'em Tribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel. Grand Rising, I am Cherokee with Tell 'em Tribe Tarot, coming to you with another love reading. This one is going to be for the general collective, so it's going to be for any sign. It can resonate with any person who needs this advice at this time. However, as you know, the rules are to take what applies to you and leave behind what doesn't, because it may not apply to you because it's a general reading. Be kind in the comments, even if it is not a reading for you. There are other videos to choose from. Click like to support the video. Drop a comment to say hello to a goddess. Share the video to share the wealth, and let's get into your reading. So what worries you right now about this connection? To whomever is watching this, you're looking for answers. And I kind of figured, you know what you're worried about, but you can feel that you're worried about something, but you can't put your finger on what exactly it is. So you may be experiencing some bouts of anxiety and uncertainty about a connection that you are in. So let's get some more information on that. Wake up, everybody. It's time to face your day. All right, Carpe Diem. Let's seize the day, shall we? Okay. So we have the Six of Swords as this is what worries you. So interesting. So someone is worried about a decision that they have to make, or a truth that they have to share, something that they found out about themselves that they have to disclose to someone, and they are afraid that by relaying this information to the person that they have to relay this information to, that it's going to affect them in a way where they may consider leaving them. Now, I want you to know that you cannot control what someone does based on how they feel. You cannot control how someone reacts to you based on you bringing them something that they may not be ready to deal with or know how to deal with. The only thing that you can do is to face your truth, and you cannot control whether this person decides to leave you behind because of it or not. Yes, you are trying to take the upper hand and make the best decision so that you can have more control over the scenario. But the more that you try to control the narrative by keeping this truth to yourself, the worse it's going to make you feel. What you should not forget. 9 of Wands. What you should not forget is the time and the energy that you entered into this connection. And it does matter. It does play an effect on how this person will make their decision or consider what you're saying based on the history that you have. I feel like you may feel defeated, and they may very well feel defeated as well based on whatever this secret is that you have to relate to this person. I don't think that it's going to have them look at you any differently if you communicate with them. Yes, them leaving is a possibility, but you can't control if someone leaves. You can control how you view yourself once this information is disclosed. You can look at yourself with respect and dignity and say, at least I put the bottom line on top. I feel like there's something that you may have found out about your family, and it affects them somehow, or someone needs to move out and you have to let them know, and you were supposed to protect them in some way, like to keep them safe from this situation happening, and it was inevitable. But there's something that you cannot control, and you're trying to control it by keeping the truth to yourself, and that's your spirit guides are saying that's not going to work. So how you can resolve the situation is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is saying to take action. And yes, you've been thinking about this for a minute. You've been pondering on this. You've been going back and forth about this decision, but this is something that you have to do. If you notice, You've been looking at the situation from different angles, and you've been an active player in this going back and forth. This person trusts you. This person expects you to keep it 100 with them. This person knows that no matter what happens in life, they can come to you for guidance. They can come to you and get the truth. They can come to you for transparency. So for you to be considering keeping something from them will possibly betray their trust. And your guides are saying you have to keep that momentum. You built this trust. Trust can be broken in an instant. Sometimes we hold ourselves to these impossible standards, and it's unfair to ourselves because we're not perfect. We're human beings, and even our souls know this, that they are inside of vessels that are imperfect. Our intuitive nature knows this. Our mind knows this. Our hearts know this. So for you to try to control this situation in such a way that it's causing you physical pain, it's unfair to yourself. Spirit, please provide me with some more guidance for this person that needs to release this information. Please provide me with some more guidance for this person that needs to release this information. The Tower. Oh, man. So there is going to be a change whether you release this information or not. Your guides are telling you that you cannot control this narrative. You cannot control the situation. You cannot contain it. That's what it is. You cannot contain it. You have to take action. You have to get with this person, and you have to have a sit down. Even if you have to have someone there as moral support for you to disclose whatever it is that you have to disclose, because you have to allow them the opportunity for them to plan and do damage control based on this information that you're about to provide to them. There's a lot of things. It could be anything on your heart that you have to say to someone, regardless of to how it affects them. This is what this situation is about you not being able to open up to your person and say, hey, this is what's happening here, is how it may affect you. I can assist you in the damage control. I can assist you with whatever the case may be, but leaving them in the dark will screw you in the long run. The Magician says that use your resources. You built a foundation of understanding with this person. This person is knowledgeable, and you're not giving them any credit for being who they are. It's like you don't think that they can handle the truth, and that's not for you to decide. But I feel like if you take the approach of the King of Cups and you have that sit down and you speak from your heart and you release things and get this off of your shoulder, you will come out on top. You have to relieve yourself of this information. It's unfair for you to keep it to yourself. That's really what I have to say to you. Someone needed to hear this. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, and then we're going to close this reading out so that you can get your day started and figure out how you're going to approach this person today. Because you got to do it. You can't keep them in the dark, even if there's a possibility that they may leave. Who says they're going to leave forever? And even if they do, that's still not your choice to make. We can't control people with information, because that being silent about the truth is just, lying by omission. And I believe that hurts more. This is my personal opinion. That hurts more than lying, physically lying, because you built something with someone who is used to you just saying whatever you need to say, regardless of to how it will make anyone feel. But I feel like because this situation is going to directly affect you and how you benefit from the circumstance, you are not speaking up, and that's unfair. So the card that comes out is seasons. So everything happens in season. This is your season to challenge yourself to change, challenge yourself to go with your flow, and more importantly, to trust that the decision that you make now is going to set you up for success in the future, even if it doesn't look good right now. The leaves leaves the trees in the winter. right? So you're worried about this person leaving, but this may be the season of winter where you may have to be out in the cold for a little while. But guess what? Spring comes around, the flowers bloom again, and the leaves come back, and then all is well. Sometimes you have to give people the opportunity to see things for themselves, and you can't impose your religion, your ideals, your process, your way of doing things, and try to put it in their head to make them see things your way. Sometimes people have to go through their own things to understand what you were trying to say. And even then, they won't necessarily agree with you, but it would plant a seed of understanding. So you have to trust that every season is just as important as the last or the next. And you can't stay in the past. You cannot focus on the future so much that you neglect the present. And in the present moment, you need to keep it a buck with yourself and whomever it is that you're holding information from, and trust that everything will work out in the next season. All right. So this is all that I have for you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, click the link in the description. And until next time, love and light, tribe.